I'll say good morning again, even though I know many of you, when you watch, it's not morning, and that's okay. It's morning for me. And as every morning, I always do a lot of meditating and pondering from the time that I wake up before I even get out of bed. I'm laying there either trying to make sense out of the tail end of some dream that doesn't have a beginning, and I just sort of jumped in at the very end of it and get like one little scene or one little thought and think, where did that come from? What does that mean? And then I start rolling over ideas and concepts, and I've always been one who explores meaning and looks for meaning in life and looks at the philosophies that other people have come up with and the explanations that we come up with. And we humans endlessly do that. I know I do. Endlessly search for reasons why. What is truth? What is reality? What does it all mean? What is this human thing that we're experiencing called life? And I ponder and meditate and wonder and argue with myself and argue with others sometimes. Anyway, today is one of those days when there are several directions I could have gone. There were many things that came to me yesterday and that come to me every day that, well, I need to do a video on this or I need to do a video on that. And anyway, today I came up with this title, Humans, Are We Really Innocent? And it was triggered by Lisa Deliver's comment yesterday on the video that I did yesterday. And she wrote, I feel it's safe to presume that since we are here, we are not blameless or completely innocent. And then she gives a little parenthetical statement, there may be an occasional exception to the rule. With both soul memory and cellular memory present, there are things that must be corrected, balanced, or worked out. This doesn't mean we are not worthy. Again, we wouldn't be here if we weren't. Kind of like a paradise rehab center. You don't send folks to rehab if you don't feel they are worthy of it, right? We most certainly are, all of us. And she smiles. The concepts, the basic concepts of Eastern and Western philosophies have always baffled me. On the Eastern side, there's karma and Maya. That, taken to the extreme, can certainly make us feel like, what's the use? You know, I'm here to rectify something I did a long time ago, and it's all an illusion anyway, so what difference does it make? And you end up with the feeling of futility. And it's just about as damaging, it can be just about as damaging as the Western philosophy of original sin, or the concept of we're responsible for the sins of our parents and previous generations. I like to explore these ideas, knowing that it only has meaning if I really give it meaning. If I want to really believe it, then it's going to have an influence. If I don't believe it, does it still have an influence? Maybe, maybe not. I do know this. I can remember as I go back into early childhood, as I talked about yesterday, in the early formative years of my life, the sense that I felt I was innocent. And surely, if our past is wiped out when we are born, and we don't remember any connection to anything but this lifetime, I would say, yeah, we're all blameless and innocent in this lifetime. And let me talk about reincarnation and only one life. As a Christian, I was raised that we only have one life. This is our shot in the game, and we better get it right, because if we don't, we're going to go to hell. And I've jettisoned that a good while back. In a sense, though, the only one life is true. I don't believe I will ever again have the experience of Ron Van Dyke living in the 20th and 21st centuries in North America, in the eastern United States mostly, although I did live in Colorado and Utah for a while. I won't have the exact same experience that I call Ron Van Dyke, or that has the name Ron Van Dyke attached to it, ever again. This is a one-shot deal. I do believe that. I also believe that the soul part of me, the eternal part of me, the essential part of me, has had many identities over a long span of time in linear time, or in circular time. They're all happening right now simultaneously, and I'm having all of these experiences as different facets of myself right now. And that's probably the divine perspective, that we're all God, and each of us is an individual facet of God that is allowed to individualize and individually express and learn and experience. Is it Maya? Is it illusion? Am I responsible for things that I did in the past on other souls' experiences? Whether they're family members or other parts of me, am I responsible for that? Well, I've certainly laid a trip on myself much of my life, as I felt not good enough, that I could never quite get there, that the carrot would be dangled in front of me and I would reach out and I'd try to get the carrot. And every once in a while, when I thought I did get the carrot, it didn't deliver. It didn't deliver that quality of life, that peaceful quality of life that I thought it was going to deliver. Because sooner or later, I had to come back and face other people, other circumstances that would trigger things in me. And I thought, why am I going through this? What does it mean? So I'm an explorer. And if you're listening, I'll bet you're an explorer too. And as I've gotten older and looked at this thing, I hold less and less rigidly to any dogma or doctrine or belief system. I'm willing to be much more flexible in how I hold them. When I was young, boy, I thought it was either black or white, good or bad, I mean, right or wrong. I mean, each polarity was an absolute unto itself, and there was no mixing them. There was no middle ground. It was either or, period. I think my philosophy has gone more toward both and. Both are true and neither is. And I've been able to laugh at myself more, even though I still take things far more seriously than perhaps I ought to. I always get the message from people, lighten up. I've been getting that message not just since I started doing these videos, but I can remember, way back. Lighten up, Ron. You're so intense. It doesn't have to be so serious. And it probably doesn't. But that's my nature, to explore, to explore concepts of the mind, to see what effect they have on me, to watch what effect they may have or seem to have on others. I pay attention to such things. The workshops give me an excellent opportunity to see people once they have permission to take their mask off and to be real and to be vulnerable. I see the effect of what happens to people in their lives because of belief systems and circumstances and experiences. I intermingle in a group at the New Way, that we are exploring the depth of things, not just trying to be religious and believe a certain set of principles and doctrines. We're trying to get beyond that. So the question, are we really innocent? Like every other answer I will give you is yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, in each individual lifetime, we come in with a clean slate, totally innocent. And since we don't remember anything, totally blameless. Totally. Can't be any other way. We are given a brand new life to experience and to live and to love and to be in now. And then we go on to experience things that don't make sense. We perceive that the world is an insane world. We watch man's inhumanity to man. We watch the Matrix squeeze the very creativity out of us. We watch as the world presses us down and squeezes us till it feels like the life just wants to scream. And so we come up with reasons. We play these head games to find an explanation. The why, the why, the why. Why do I have to go through this crap? Why do I have to do it? Why can't it be easy? Why can't I just have fun? Why do I have to always explore the meaning of these dark, negative realities that I can't get away from even when I try to ignore them or deny them? Why? Well, maybe I'm the only one that asks these questions, but I know that's not true because of the people that I hear from on the internet, the people that share their stories with me, the people that I see in my actual life, that I rub elbows with, that I hug, that I talk to face to face. Humans struggle with these things. And for me, I want to continue to see myself as innocent. Because at the very beginning, before I had any experience at all, I certainly was innocent. And that's how I think I began this life, and why I felt, even from my earliest childhood, that I was innocent when people would blame me for something, or scold me for not getting it right. Because there is an innate innocence in every one of us, a blamelessness in all of us. And we certainly are worthy of love and of understanding and of acceptance. And that's how I choose to respond most of the time in my life to others, and how I would like others to respond to me. I don't have all the answers. I don't have it all figured out yet. I'm living my life the same as you, and doing the best I can to be honest with myself and with you. That's what these Ninth Wave videos are all about. It's a sharing of life with the intent of learning to love one another as I'm learning to love myself. So I'm going to leave you with those thoughts today. Nothing extraordinary, but something to ponder. As always, I say namaste. Have a beautiful day, and God bless you.